Alright, it's starting to get light enough to film some barbecuing going on here. As you can see, the charcoal chimneys are ready to go, and we're going to stoke up that big fat grill. Take an entire bag of charcoal, one of the big bags. Here, which is nice and hot and ready to go. And that's how you get big grills going. This is what we're going to be barbecuing with today. We've got the charcoal on the left. We'll probably use 3 full bags. And then we've got several 100 pounds of pork. Cooking up a lot of meat for charity. It's all in hermetically sealed bags. And it looks like we're pushing close to 300 pounds of pork today. Got my favorite coffee mug. It's actually warm enough that I can have coffee in this cup outside. Last week we were barbecuing, it was 9 degrees outside. We're probably hitting 50 now. I don't know, it's pretty dang warm. I'm happy. It's this thing over here, but it doesn't reach the whole way in, so I'm not going to be able to grab these and pull them back. I'll be able to shove these coals in the back forward. Now, and that'll spread the heat out, and I'll immediately add some more coals back here. Alright, we cleaned the grill a couple times now. We redistributed the coals. We closed the door, and it's at 300 degrees. So we're good to start. Alright, looks like first thing on the grill is going to be some ribs. These are about as short of tongs as you want to use on this kind of a grill. Once you start getting in here, the smoke's getting in your face, got smoke in the eye, and your hands are hot. Alright, I flipped them over so the powder gets cooked in a bit, and they're almost ready to start stacking. They braised up some good, and a little bit of blood's starting to come out, so we got the heat up where we wanted it at. And that's Northwest Soul style ribs. Braise them, stack them, love them. The trick is stacking the ribs so there's air pockets, so that heat will keep going through the ribs all the way through all of them. And as the rest of them get done, we'll stack them up and start new ones, and it's just a dance for about 2 hours till I get this grill filled up with all the meat, and then rotate it again after I'm done filling it up. Hour, then wait, flip, another hour. Alright, we got some more meat stacking up. It's backed up now, but that's all the ribs we're going to be cooking today. But it's looking pretty good. I'll prepare the rest of that stuff. Alright, I don't normally stack the ribs this tall, but we don't have a choice till we get all the meat braised and cooking. And I'll rearrange the ribs out of the way once that's done. Braised and we're stacked up, and so it's time to start putting those butts down. Since I'm only halfway through my braising process here, I've fired up the Brinkman. It proved to do a better job than the big grill, and it can help out, so Lord knows we need all the help we can get. One of the greatest inventions in my lifetime has been the baby wipe. Gets this stuff right off with one wipe. Is that some braised ribs or what? Quick on the barbecue. Got the Brinkman. Got it going. It's almost up to heat, so I'm going to start using it too now. I'll start braising some butts over there. It's just sears in the spices a bit and heats up the meat so that its juices are inside are starting to loosen up. And all right, got another round of pork butts on and speeding them back up. Only problem with using the Brinkman for the charity barbecuing today is I was planning on doing lunch and dinner for myself on the Brinkman, so we're gonna have to use it to braise it, and then we'll move all the meat back over to the other grill to. Alright, we have run out of space on the O'Neill. It's just all she wrote, folks. I moved all the pork butts over there so I could clear off some space on this side of the grill so I can stack those ribs up tighter. And that's about all there is to it. Low and slow, Northwest Soul Barbecue style. Some smoke coming out. It's pouring out the door. I put a block of apple wood in. Start off with apple today. And that's about it for now. I'll determine after restacking these ribs if I'll have some room for the rest of the pork butts. Alright, now we're gonna, I've been stack all this pork butts up over here and see if we can free up some space to braise them more. The tricks you learn working on a big grill. And that's me blocking the view of Dancing with the Grill here on Jimbo Jitsu's Farmhouse Barbecue Show. Alright, we're just opening up the 4th bag. We had a half a bag, so we've gone through 3.5 bags of charcoal. This will probably be the last bag I have to open now. Smoke coming out of there. And I got a couple chubs over there I'm still braising. Still using the Brinkman to braise too. It's started this 6 hours ago. Got another 6 hours to go. Kind of hard to get it all on there by yourself, but I'm a big boy. It started raining, so we had to move everything. And that isn't just an easy feat by yourself when it's hot. But we pulled her back in after the rain, so the rain won't cool down that big steel box. It's already losing plenty of heat. We don't need to be throwing 40-degree water on it constantly. Overcoming the hurdles, professional barbecue. Alright, we're about hour 6, 7, something like that. And we have everything braised and stacked. Pulled all the poles all the way back. Made just enough room to restack the ribs. And then gonna move all the stuff back again. Every hour or two I'll come out and move it around so it gets evenly done and evenly smoked. And that's how they do Northwest Soul Barbecue style. I took the tongs in and cleaned them up, sterilized them, bleach washed them with soap. I'll be doing that every time. After handling the meat every time now, because it is in what I consider no longer raw. The outsides have been cooked, so we don't want to do any cross-contamination anymore. I went ahead and spread a couple of the ribs out over here on top just to kind of help get them more smoky. They were the center of the pile.
Nice. Very nice.
Northwest Soul style. Low and slow. Are you doing a chef's privilege?
You already know I am. You already know I am.
How tender are the ribs? Falling apart.
Okay, we're about 1/3 on the green. Okay. And we need chicken now. Okay. Right away. Where's the chicken at? Where?
Larry's got it. Here, no. You got to get in the head. Sit down and read the
Rich, do you have a burger?
Yeah.
You got ribs and chicken?
We got more olives for the vegetables. What do you want the chicken at? What I've been doing is putting the check mark when it's to be served.
Okay, that's